Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Very interesting. As you probably know, the Russians cut oil production by 500,000 barrels per day due to the weasels putting that price cap on Russian oil. And Russia said, if you are going to do that, then we're going to cut production and we're not going to send you or the unfriendly countries anything. We're not going to give you whenever at the price you want our oil to be. It's not free market. Whatever. So they cut 500,000 barrels a day. Remember yesterday, Putin spoke with the Arabs. I think with I know because I think I covered it with Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia. And probably it was a conversation, and I said something is gonna happen. Exactly this what happened. And guess what happened with the price for oil? Jumped up 10%. I got this article, this information from these guys, and these guys are Russia Today, right? And look at the title, right? Oil prices jump after Russia announced production cuts. From Russia Today, that's where I got it initially, and I put that in my browser. And I couldn't find it. Everything I found was, look here. I put RT, oil price, the same thing. Oh, word by word. I found everything but that one. Let's see. I put right here. Oil prices, I got Fox News, I got MSN, I got New York Post, I got Washington, I got the Interlop, I got the Fox Business, I got the business, markets, Reuters, CNBC. No Russia Today. All right, no problem. I will use these weasels, MSN, right? Market Watch, or I can use these weasels. It doesn't matter to me, CNBC, because I go by the facts. But I'm just saying, very strange. You put the name. There's nothing like that. I don't know if I look here, if I will find it here. I don't know, maybe here somewhere. I don't even know. Nothing. That's what it comes. So anyway, I'm not going to hurt you with that anymore. So let's go with this one. So this article comes from, it doesn't say okay, maybe this one tells the date there, February 10th, 2023. Let's go back to these guys. Market Watch. Oil prices settle higher after Russia announced production cuts of 500,000 barrels per day in March. These guys don't say with what, but probably going to say it in the article here. Let's see if my Russian guys say. Yep, they say exactly with what, and I'm going to show you that so we don't BS here. If you're over there in the subtitle, or at least the first, it says 10%. So crude oil on course for a 10% weekly gain as Moscow plans on output cut of 500,000 barrels per day in March. Got it? And look at these guys' titles, headlines. Higher after. Now one of them is lying, either those guys or these guys, but doesn't matter. Let's go. It's only rock and roll. Futures movers. Crude oil prices settled higher Friday for a gain for more than 8% for the week after Russia announced a retaliatory move against Western price caps, which with a plan to reduce oil output by 500,000 barrels per day in March. Price action. West Texas Intermediate crude for March delivery climbed 1.66% or 2.1% to settle at $79.72 a barrel on the New York Mercantile Exchange. 79 is not 60 or whatever they said. Prices for the front month contract ended 8.6% higher for the week according to Dow Jones market data. April Brent crude, the global benchmark, climbed $1.89 or 2.2% to $86.39 a barrel on IC Futures Europe, with prices logging a week rise of 8.1%. March gasoline rose 2.3% to $2.50, so $2.5 a gallon, ending 7.98% higher for the week, while March heating oil rose nearly 1.8% to $2.8, $2.86 a gallon, for a weekly rise of 4.3%. All right, March natural gas climbed 3.5% to $2.5 per million British thermal units, gaining 4.3% for the week. Market drivers. In a statement on Friday, Russian Deputy Minister Alexander Novak, Deputy Prime Minister, my bad, said price ceiling that had been imposed by Western governments were, and I'm quoting, an interference in market relations and a continuation of the destructive energy policy of the countries of the collective West. Now, the self-imposed cut isn't about Russia's, I'm quoting, inability to place its products in the market, but about shedding the price discounts buyers are demanding, end quote. Manish Raj, managing director of Valandera Energy Partners, told MarketWatch, and I'm quoting again, to be clear, Russia has been able to sell every barrel it produces, but is annoyed by hefty discounts everyone is asking, end quote. And I'm quoting again, by cutting back volumes, Russia wants to signal that it would rather forgo volume than reduce its price, end quote. Manish Raj, Valandera Energy Partners. And I'm quoting again, by cutting volumes, I already said that one. The European Union banned imports of seaborne Russian oil and oil products, and together with the Group of Seven, adopted price caps for seaborne Russian oil and oil products. Western governments have largely banded together to punish Russia for its invasion of Ukraine nearly a year ago. So, and I'm quoting again, as one of the steps to level that threat to the global oil market, Russia has introduced a ban on directly or indirectly using references to any illegitimate restrictions in oil supply contracts, end quote, Russia's Novak said. And I'm quoting again, to date, we are fully selling the entire volume of oil produced. However, as previously stated, we will not sell oil to those who directly or indirectly adhere to the principles of the price ceiling, he added. OPEC Plus, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, and non-OPEC members said it had no action planned after the Russian output cuts. Two delegates told Reuters. That means we talked about this, so we agreed with the Russians, basically. Rebecca Babin, senior energy trader at CIBC Private Wealth US, said most analysts have, and I'm quoting, already penciled in Russian production falling by 700,000 to 900,000 barrels per day in 2023. And I'm quoting, the key for crude to break out of its current trading range is Chinese demand recovery, end quote, she said in emailed commentary. Okay, well, what she's saying is that the Russians would have had less production because of the markets, but the variable, the one that could change that is China, which could have an economic recovery, and then the demand is going to increase. Therefore, the the supply from the Russians, the output will grow, probably, certainly, because they're like brothers. All right, it says here, oil prices have seen an impressive run of gains recently that halted on Thursday. Still, U.S. crude is looking at a roughly 8% gain for the week, and Brent nearly that much, according to FactSet. The 1.1 billion barrel per day rise in China demand this year, and I'm quoting, should push oil markets back into deficit in June, expose structural underinvestment boosts prices, and led OPEC to reverse its November 2022 production cut in the second half of 2023, they said. Still, Goldman Sachs, the ones that we bailed out, lowered its Brent oil spot price forecast for 2023 to $92 a barrel from $98, and for 2024 to $100 from $105. It also cuts its WTI spot price forecast for this year to $86 from $92, and for 2024 to $94 from $99. Now, the adjustment for Brent is particularly reflects a modest softening to our blah. Okay, this is what it is with these guys. The problem is this. The Russians proved adaptation, and they will adapt to whatever these guys are doing. I don't like you, that means I will impose blackmail and threats on you because I didn't like what you do. And in order to make you do what I want you to do, the way I want you to do, not because I'm right, because you can say, well, the Russians invaded Ukraine and they're wrong. Okay, but you bombarded Yugoslavia in 1999, so that was wrong because it was unauthorized by United Nations. So that's illegal. Like this is illegal, not authorized by United Nations. So what makes you think that you are superior somehow? So about that thing that we are better than you, doesn't work. And I can give you Libya, I can give you Syria, I can give you Afghanistan, I can give you Iraq and all that, you know. So these guys are saying, no, you're a bad dude, we're gonna hurt you because we're good. No, you're also bad. Look at your past. I mean, without mentioning many other things in Africa and South America and Asia. Don't let me start with the other interventions and regime change and all that, you know. So the high horse that these guys are riding on is not based on virtue signaling, but without reality to back it up, to facts. It's just, I'm better because I say so, and I'm doing this, and I'm going to punish you for something you did that I didn't like. Or maybe they liked it. Maybe it's according to a script. What do you think? Anyway, the problem is we're going to pay more at the pump, and not only cooking oil and hair oil and other oil and everything else. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.